What's going on, guys? I'm the Walrus Jedi, and in today's video I will be talking about The Bad Batch Season 3, Episodes 1, 2, and 3. So if you like this video, then please consider liking and subscribing for more Bad Batch videos and other Star Wars videos on books, comics, video games, movies, TV shows, news, and all that. So there will be spoilers for the first 3 episodes of Bad Batch Season 3, so that is your warning. And now, let's get to the episodes. Episode 1, Confined. Omega is imprisoned at Mount Tantiss. She goes through a routine every day. She is taken to a lab where blood is taken from clones, including her. She then goes to Nala Se with the samples. Nala Se destroys Omega's blood sample and tests the others. And Omega then goes to feed the beasts that patrol the perimeter outside Tantiss. And then she has befriended one of them. She then goes to Crosshair at his cell and she talks to him for a while. And then she goes back to her cell. And she's planning on escaping. And this routine continues day after day. Time passes. And then one day, Omega is awakened to a surprise inspection, and they find a doll she had made, and they take it away, and the routine for the day begins. When she gets to the beasts, she finds out that the one she has befriended is to be killed, so she takes out the droid there and releases the beast. Dr. Hemlock talks to her, threatening Crosshair if she doesn't, cooperate and stop her stuff. And then in her cell, Emery gives the doll back. All the testing on the clone's blood and stuff they're trying to figure out how to make force-sensitive clones. And Omega's blood is the key to this. It's pretty obvious from the get-go. And that's it for Episode 1. Episode 2, Paths Unknown. Hunter and Wrecker deliver a bounty and get intel on Hemlock's lab and stuff. They go to the planet where Hemlock's lab was, and they find it completely destroyed. They also find 3 clone cadets who are the sole survivors of the lab's destruction. One of the cadets, Deke, guides them to the lab so they can collect data on where Hemlock might have went. The lab is crawling with deadly vines experimented on by the Empire, so they have to avoid all that. They manage to find a terminal and give power via a gonk droid that Wrecker brought with them. And that's when they are attacked by a big multi-vine creature thing. They hold it off to get the data and are saved by the other 2 clone cadets in the Bad Batch's ship. And the data gives a sector, but that's it. So that's all the information gives. But it's a head start, I guess. And they decide to take the cadets to Pabu, that island. So they'll be safe there. And Episode 3, Shadows of Tantiss. Back on Tantiss, Omega and Crosshair escape. They use Nala Se's datapad to open doors, and they use the kennel hatch to get out of the facility. Palpatine comes to see Hemlock's progress on Project Necromancer. Crosshair and Omega find a downed shuttle and try to call for aid, but it won't work. They then trick the troopers and steal their shuttle, and that's when it's found out that Omega's blood sample is essential for creating a force-sensitive clone. So they let the shuttle go as Omega is needed alive. Now, obviously, they don't go full out and say, we're making force-sensitive clones, but, come on. You could tell that's what it's leading to. And they keep saying M count, which is referring to midi-chlorians, and midi-chlorians are force sensitivity, and yeah, so, it's obvious. All right, now what I liked. Well, I really liked the second episode because, it doesn't have Omega in it, and I'm not a humongous fan of Omega. It's interesting. It was an interesting episode. Kind of cool to see some clone cadets, because you wonder what happens to, the young clones. And then Emperor Palpatine being in the episode is cool, even though, yes, it's part of this stupid cloning a body for Palpatine crap, leading to Snoke and yada yada, all that nonsense. But, you know, it's cool to see the Emperor and his guards, and you hear his music, and, you know, it's cool. And now what I didn't like. Obviously, all the sequel trilogy connection stuff. I don't know why we have to connect to the sequel trilogy at this point in the timeline. I think it's ridiculous and just a mistake. But I guess we have to link everything to the sequel trilogy. I guess it's their attempt to basically ruin everything if you connect it to the sequel trilogy. I don't know, it just seems dumb, but whatever. Well, yeah. Omega, again, like, Omega's not my favorite character, and she is the focal point of this season, and everything hinges on her. She's the key to everything. Her blood, they literally need her blood. It's a lot like Grogu. They need his blood first. It's just like, wow, we're kind of repeating the same story here. I don't know. Not very good. In terms of the rating for the episodes, the first episode is 5 out of 10. Not the greatest episode. The second episode, I gave a 7 out of 10 because I actually kind of enjoyed that episode. Thought it was interesting. It's kind of a little adventure. Yeah, and then the third episode, I gave a 6 out of 10 because, I don't know, more Crosshair, they escape. It's kind of interesting. Palpatine's in it, so there you go. So overall, is this a decent start for the season 3? I guess so. It's okay. I will say this: it's a better start than the start for season 2. I didn't care for those 2 episodes, so I guess it's an improvement in that regard. So good job, I guess. I don't know. Well, what did you think of these episodes, if you've seen them? And yeah, which one's your favorite? And yeah, what are your thoughts on the sequel trilogy connections? You can let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy. And until next time, thanks for watching.